32-bit object representations.
How does Composer know where packages.com.Karen is?
It's in the app server.
Okay.
How does, okay, Composer IDE?
Well,
Okay, so any, like Director and Composer designer,
yep.
at the designer level, they need to know explicitly where these jars are, just like any IDE. When you typically work with a Java IDE, you go grab a jar and say, this is part of my project, right? And then it knows what it's doing, okay?
Right.
Similarly, and if you look at Composer and you go down a little ways on the left-hand side, you'll see jar. So you just say jar new,
Okay.
point it right to the jar, and then it knows that that jar is part of this process. Now, does it use that jar when it hits the app server? I believe it does not. It uses whatever's in the app server at that time, not what specifically, because it doesn't actually pull it into the Composer
Right.
project itself physically. It knows about it, so I believe it's a reference, and so either references it there or references it in the app server.
Okay.
Now, you make a change to the jar file,
Re-import it?